Well, here we are, Scott. Always a long off-season. A couple of days out from the start of the season. How do you sort of gauge the feeling in the squad ahead of the new campaign?
I think you gauge it from the atmosphere and the training sessions, and yeah, I think you're right. It is a very, very long pre-season, too long in my opinion. But you know, it is what it is. We can't change that. I think the excitement and the intensity builds as you get closer to the season, and yeah, no, the atmosphere in the squad is really good, really positive. We feel like we've had a good pre-season. I never really looked too much into the results, but in terms of the performances, we've been happy. So yeah, a lot of excitement around the team for this Sunday's first game.
You managed to get a few games against A-League opposition, which hasn't always been the case in the past. You know, before you were here, sometimes it was just local league teams that the Phoenix played. How important is it to get games against quality opposition in pre-season?
Yeah, it's vital. It's vital. You know, we're obviously at a disadvantage being in New Zealand. All the other teams in the A-League can compete against each other. It's not too far for them to travel, particularly the Melbourne and Sydney teams. So yeah, it's important that you need to hit the ground running. You know, it's not a big season in terms of there's only 26 games. You know, where you come from England, you play 40, close to 50 games. So if you have a bit of a slow start, you can always sort of make that up. But that's not the case here. So I think you've got to try and hit the ground running. Apparently, you know, like you just said, in recent years, the club have notoriously started quite slowly and then sort of picked up. So them games are huge for our sharpness, for our fitness to really getting up to speed to start the league, you know, as well as we can, and that's what we're looking to do on Sunday.
And I know you just said before that the result isn't necessarily important, but a win over Melbourne Victory last week. Tell us a bit about the performance that led to that 1-0 win.
Yeah, really good performance. I thought we used the ball well at times, but the most important thing for me and the biggest thing to take was the attitude of the group, the mentality, the attitude to press and to work hard when our fitness levels shone through, and I thought that was really, really good. One of the biggest things you look for in pre-season is how fit we are, and you know, I thought we outran them, and I thought like I say, defensively, we as a team, we played really, really well. And you know, like I said, the biggest thing was the mentality, not just of certain players, the whole team. We were really at it, we were really up for it, and that's our benchmark now. We have to, no good doing that in pre-season, there's no points on the line, but we have to take that into Sunday and take that into the rest of the league and the 26 games that we play, 27, sorry.
Change of goalkeeper this year with Ollie Sale going. We don't know yet whether it's going to be Alex Paulson or Jack Duncan, but if it is Alex Paulson, a young goalkeeper, do you have to in any way kind of look after him more?
No, I wouldn't be a big one for going out your way too much. You know, if the manager decides to give him the shirt, then he obviously believes in him and he trusts him. I think if you can over speak to people, it can maybe creep a bit of nervousness in. You know, of course we'll have quiet words, little speeches, but no big sit down talk or anything like that, because if he gets the shirt, then the manager feels like he deserves it, whether it's him or Jack. You know, Duncan Scrummy's got a wealth of experience, played overseas, a lot of A-League games. He had a great record last year when he played for Newcastle. I think he had the best save ratio in the league, so he's the top keeper came in to replace Ollie. So yeah, they'll have the confidence of the squad, whoever gets the nod. If it is, you know, young Alex, then yeah, maybe a couple of words here or there, but nothing over the top to sort of to creep in a bit of nervousness or like you're overlooking of the situation. Just try and be as normal as possible. Like I say, if he gets the shirt, it'll be because the manager believes that he deserves it and he's the right person for this round.
And similar with Surman, who you may well play a lot alongside in central defence this year. You don't have to put an arm around him. You you're confident he can do a job. Yeah,
I'm very confident in Finn. I'm a big fan of his. I think he was a little bit hard done by last year. He didn't play a lot of games, and when he did, he came into a younger back line, and it's difficult when you haven't played for a number of months and you get thrusted in the deep end against two tough teams. But you know, when I came to the club, Finn was on the fringes of the first team. We played a lot of games in that first year alongside each other, in a back four and a back three, and I thought he'd done really, really well. I can remember his performance in the finals game against Western United. I thought he was outstanding. So the ability's there. He just needs to obviously get minutes under his belt, play games, grow. He obviously made the all-white squad in the summer. So you know, I'm really looking forward to hopefully playing a lot of football alongside Finn. And yeah, again, no big speeches needed. The football is the same game. It just gets a bit quicker and a bit more physical and quicker on the floor and quicker in the mind. And I'm sure he'll do great. You know, I'm looking forward to playing alongside him this season. And yeah, listen, we'll talk on the pitch. That's for me where the biggest you need to talk the most is when the whistle blows. But yeah, no, really looking forward to playing alongside Finn, and I think he'll have a great season.
How much onus is there on the imports and the senior guys to sort of drive this team this season?
I wouldn't say there's an extra onus on imports. I think a lot's made of that this year in this league, because you're obviously restricted, but I think in every other league and in the other team, we're all a team. There's obviously no restrictions on foreign players in a lot of other leagues, so yeah, of course we probably feel a little bit more pressure, but I don't think we should necessarily feel like we put ourselves under pressure. We're here to be part of a team. I think as senior players, we've got Tim Payne, Alex Rufer, Costa Barbarouses, Jack Duncan, BK, very experienced player. We feel we've got a really strong bunch of so-called senior players. Costa's won 4 A-Leagues. There's not many people who have got his records, and I think you naturally, as you get older, you grow, you feel a bit more responsibility to sort of look after the group, manage the dressing room, little things like that. But yeah, we just focus on, first and foremost, you've got to do your own job and make sure your own performances are right, and that will only benefit the team.